Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are back, and our next agenda is a presentation coming from CMO of the Wantopia. As you know that Wantopia is one of the main ambassadors of the healthy change of active entertainment in the world. And Ms. Sophia Cohen has more than 20 years of experience management, marketing communication, and extensive knowledge about humans and their behavior. And today she will share with us the topic, how active entertainment can enhance bonding of fans and family in the theme park. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Sophia Cohen. Ms. Sophia, the stage is yours now.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this kind invitation. It's such a pleasure to be able to speak to people from all over the world and to be able to be with you who are in Vietnam and an event happening in the virtual reality, in the digital world. We are able to actually pass through space and time and be together, even though there are so many kilometers between us. I will now share my presentation with you, and I will start with the topic. Is it okay if I share my screen?
Yes, you can say now.
Thank you. So I'm opening the presentation now. And are you able to see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Just making sure that I'm speaking and showing the right thing at the right time. Thank you. So the topic of how active entertainment can enhance bonding of friends and families in theme parks makes us ask the question, well, who are the parents of today? Who are the members of those friend groups who are going to be at the theme park? We need to always think about the target group, about the people who we want to bring into the theme park. So the parents of today are the millennials. They are aged 18 to 35, and they are now more in numbers than any other generation, including the baby boomers. So right now, the millennials are those who are raising kids, the generation that is still yet to be named because hasn't been called anything yet. Our children do not have a denomination yet. Let's talk about millennials and who they are as parents. Millennial parents are very busy. We all know it from our life. But these parents actually spend more time with their children. It's a surprise to me when I look at the facts. The fact is they're spending more time with their children than parents did in the 1950s. Overall, millennial fathers, for example, are more enthusiastic about parenting duties than dads of previous generations. And in fact, many families, especially those with working parents, they do the co-parenting approach. These are important things when we think about our audience. So responsibilities are split between fathers and mothers, and they're equal in the relationship. That means that the struggle to find balance between work and caregiving is shared. Now we see that millennials declare that they want to spend more time with their kids. They value being together, though they cannot always do it at mealtime, for example. We are used to the traditional 6 o'clock or 7 in the evening or 8 in the evening family dinner, depending on the culture we come from. A family dinner is very important, but it is becoming increasingly harder to pull that off. For many families, it's very hard to control their schedules and to make sure that they're all at the same time together in the house. So, and still today, many parents value spending that quality time as a family. They just found a different time to be together. For many families, the weekends have become the time to be together. So parents try to schedule everything because they really cannot make the time. So it's not news that children's lives have become more scheduled than they were a generation ago. And this is a direct reflection of what's happened in parents' work lives. Work weeks have expanded, and this has trickled down into the lives of children. So free time is something you now have to find. You have to look for that free time. And for many middle-class families, it involves scheduling activities like, for example, play dates. And that scheduling of activities is important to us because that's where theme parks come in. These parents, they do everything they can to give their kids a good life. And they provide them with a safe and comfortable home and clothing and so on. But they know that spending the quality time with their children may be the single most critical thing they can do to ensure their healthy emotional development and growth. So millennial parents understand that these early years are critical and fleeting. So time spent together would mean an opportunity to teach and for the children to learn and for the whole family to strengthen a loving relationship. There's another thing, the millennial health craze to raise kids who are fitter, healthier, and environmentally conscious. What does that mean? It means, according to research, the World Health Organization, children need to spend and exercise at least 30 minutes twice a day. Something more, the benefits of a balanced physical activity positively affects all aspects of children's physical, psychological, personal, and social development. And just like all of these are interrelated, there aren't actually so many sports that can develop all of them at the same time. But active entertainment, and here we go with our topic, active entertainment challenges both the mind and the body. It encourages team play and positive competitiveness and has all participants socially engaged and entertained through the entire experience. So it does it all. It does everything millennial parents want. What you can see on the screen is a ninja course built by Waltopia that, as you can see, really requires some physical strength and is a challenge for both the body and the mind because you need to figure out how to pass through that challenge. You compete, you have fun, you enjoy. Now, what does that mean when it comes to theme park experiences with family and friends? When it comes to children, there's this joke that today's kids are born with a smartphone. I don't know if it is correct to say, but as much as we don't like it, it is true to many kids. Still, children are children, and they need to spend more time outside, playing in the real world with real children and humans than sitting in front of a screen. So the lockdowns and homeschooling has made it even more difficult for parents now. Now, a side note, talking about smartphones, it's not just kids who are glued to their screens, right? It's also parents and adults. We are all highly influenced by social media and the culture of sharing. The last decade is all about proving that we are doing more, living more, experiencing more, and because of that, our life is richer. So we want to prove that and show it to our friends on social media. And parenting is not much different from everything else. Our general attitude to life affects our parenting as well. So social media has changed the way we build memories, and it has made them from something subjective that is in our head, in our feelings, into something that can be quantified. It can be publicly shown, and there is the number of likes, and that means that we are being liked. That means that our experiences are valuable. This mentality that social status comes from not having, but from being. Being shapes the spending that habits of the whole millennial and Generation Z behavior is. So what I mean to say is that this interest in screens and social media makes us also want to experience these kind of activities like active entertainment. So we speak about creating memories in the experience economy times, and active entertainment gives you that. To us, talking about theme parks and how we can add value to theme parks is that we come as an answer to the high demand for things that can be shared. So with those in the group or in the friends group or within the family and with the world through social media, that's what you see. That is something you want to share. So what you see on your screens here are the colorful, interactive, fun walls that Walltopia manufactures. At Walltopia, we call that adding raw emotions by offering the thrill of active entertainment attractions. A theme park is able to add that through a number of different activities that we can offer. And these emotions are truly raw. They are more natural, they're not digital, they don't come from an IP, for example. Active entertainment is actually the answer to all millennial parents' demand. It is a physically challenging entertainment. And I will repeat myself when I say that it challenges both mind and body. And that's why it encourages team play, it builds your spirit and your positive competitiveness, and has all the participants socially engaged and entertained through the entire experience. So it does all that. So why choose active entertainment? Why add it on top of the theme park, on top of everything else you have there? The concept is extremely adequate for friend groups who want to detach from screens, and for children and family who want to spend that quality time together. You are able to utilize space that is currently maybe free and open. You can put attractions there that will bring new revenue streams. And you can, of course, also offer that combination of exercise and entertainment, which maybe the other attractions at the theme park do not offer, the physical exercise element. The sight of kids happily playing, and what you see here on the screen is a ropes course built by Walltopia in France. It is a 4 levels ropes course with more than 16 obstacles that have to be trespassed. And it's a challenge and it's a competition, and it's exciting because the whole family or the whole friends group is actually trying to do it faster, do it better. They laugh at each other, they have fun, they help each other even going through the obstacles. So that is a vision that fills a void, both emotionally and in terms of exercise, that parents today and people in general find it very hard to feel, that void of exercise and raw emotions. So that brings us to the fact that when there is a high demand, there's also fierce competition. So new and very interesting active entertainment devices and attractions and installations are being developed. What you see, for example, on your screen right now is the Roll Glider. The Roll Glider is an aerial zip line roller coaster. It gives you the feeling of free flight, and you have the adrenaline of being at the height, of flying freely. Your body moves freely because you're not sitting in a cart. It's not the classical roller coaster. You are actually hanging attached to a cart, to a little car that is rolling down a metal tube. And this feeling is also a type of active entertainment. What you see on your screens is a dual line, and that dual line means that 2 people, a parent and a child, for example, are experiencing the attraction simultaneously. They might be looking at each other, laughing and smiling, they're screaming together, and they're also, maybe, they could also be competing because one can do it faster than the other. Edutainment. We talk about it a lot, and active entertainment actually has solutions for bringing edutainment to a theme park as well. The realistic surfaces of Waltopia caves, for example. These are artificial caves where we present the authentic cave forms, stalactites and stalagmites, fossils and lava. When you visit a cave from the first step to the last, it is an adventure. So the visit can be a guided tour or a standalone quest. And in any case, the tour and the quest help parents and schools deliver games and knowledge along the way with the adrenaline from the walk. So there you go, another type of active entertainment that brings adrenaline, excitement, family time, friends challenging each other. And in this case, it also brings knowledge. Why do we say that active entertainment adds sustainability? Unlike video games or other digital playgrounds, active entertainment relies not on one-time flashy tricks, but on training and building real connections between the participants. So children and parents establish a relationship with the theme park itself. It's the place where they experienced this amazing emotion. That connection has them coming back again, and it makes them the investment in active entertainment a very sustainable one. It guarantees an increase in the repeatability of visits. So repeatability, that is a word that I would use as an added value. By adding active entertainment, the park creates a community that engages participants emotionally and brings them back. They have a reason to come back. The attractions aren't exhausted with only one visit. You can try and improve your timing, your performance. You can try to pass all the challenges and obstacles, compete with another family or with a group of friends. So that's what we call repeatability. In COVID-19, we cannot go without mentioning the elephant in the room, can we? After the lockdowns, now more than ever, people actually crave meaningful and shared experiences. And also, active entertainment is very often an outdoor experience. An outdoor experience allows us to keep social distancing. So while being closed has been very strenuous for businesses, it is also an opportunity to go into a new direction. And that direction is active entertainment. It's not only appealing, but also sustainable. So that's my part. Thank you for your attention. And if there are any questions.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Sophia, for your wonderful presentation today. So we have some questions from our audience. The first question is, working remotely becomes more popular even after the pandemic. Do you see entertainment development should have stay vacations where they can stay longer with the destination, with the theme park or amusement activity for kids to enhance experience to achieve two goals, new customer and customer retention rate?
Okay, that's an interesting question.
Yes.
I think most definitely we can say that active entertainment, I'll start backwards. Active entertainment adds an opportunity to retain the customer base. What happens with active entertainment is that the theme park or a resort, as in the question was asked, the hotel or the place where we want to bring people, it becomes the destination. You will not be the place where people are just staying to visit other things. You will be the place they want to visit. That's the thing they're coming for. They will be coming to do the huge ropes course because they know that they can spend more than 2 or 3 hours doing the obstacles, or they will know that they will do the roll glider and today, and tomorrow they can come and do it again to see if they can make it faster. Spending time on the fun walls, for example, interactive climbing experiences are they're combined with games and so on. It makes them want to come to especially play those games. So that's what actually retains the customer base and makes them come back.
Thank you so much for your answer. So we have the next questions. How do you generate buzz and traffic for an active entertainment installation? Can
How
you?
we retain traffic?
Yeah, how do you generate buzz and traffic for the active entertainment installation?
Traffic is something you can control. With active entertainment, you can decide exactly how long the ride will be. This is something that our engineers and our designers know exactly how to plan. They can create the experience in a way where you will know exactly how the flow will go, and you will know exactly how much time people will spend on each attraction and each obstacle. This gives you the opportunity to sell tickets for the attractions separately or together if you create a hub of attractions. And traffic is generated through marketing, of course, and then we have the experience to actually claim that once you create that first visit, you will have those repetitive visits, you will have those recommendations, mouth-to-mouth recommendations for friends and other people to come. And it becomes the snowball effect. One person tells another one about the experience or brings another family to experience the same thing. And it starts working with the so popular today mouth-to-mouth advertising.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Sophia, for your answer. Can I have another questions for you?
I think we have time. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. The question is, nowadays it's more and more important to be placed in the customer journey, correct? So how do you convince the theme park they need active entertainment products?
Well, there's a high demand for things that can be shared, as I mentioned. So you want to share with your group of families, or you want to share with your family, or you want to share with the world through social media. So that's the reason a theme park, we believe, needs active entertainment. You add a physical activity away from screens, as we mentioned, and active entertainment keeps people socially engaged all the time throughout their visit and has them coming back. So the customer journey becomes richer. You add elements that are actually very much desired nowadays. They will always want to do the ropes course again. They will always want to come back to climb the fun walls again. So it's not, I will stop my screen sharing now. So it's not a question of whether this will become an integrated part of the customer journey. The question is how you are going to shape your customer journey in the best possible way by adding the active entertainment attractions.
Yes, thank you so much for your sharing. And we have another questions for you as well, as we still have time, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Wait for me for a while. Yes. Back to the first questions I sent to you, I asked you before. Yeah, for the question I asked you before. So just that the parents will bring their children together for your stay vacation, but not always they are free to bring their children across the trip since they still at work. because nowadays in Vietnam we also have to work from home like 50% already. So I suppose
Yeah.
destination also needs to prepare the packet for the children with the busy parents.
Well, that's actually an excellent question. Active entertainment attractions can be enjoyed by children without their parents. It means that parents can be working, they can be busy, they can be sitting on their computers working from that place while children are enjoying the experience. Most of the attractions are allowed to be visited by children from 4 years old and above. Waltopia is an expert in safety. Our experience in the climbing business for more than 23 years now gives us a lot of knowledge on safety and security of all visitants, even the youngest of kids. We have attractions who are good for even 3 years old kids. So it depends on the operations that the theme park or the destination will set. You can set the operations so that you have staff and capacity to actually cater to the needs of children without their parents. And this way they can spend a couple of good hours without their parents at the attraction.
Yes, this is our most considerations for the safety of the kids during their play-in. Yes, and you have mentioned in your presentation about edutainment. Yes, in Vietnam nowadays we also have some edutainment, but I see also go around their center. But I feel like it's quite limited products and it's quite limited activities for all the children. Maybe the children only need to go one time, then it's very hard, sometimes very hard for them to go back again, as they already play that already. So how the edu entertainment can attract the children or persuade the parents to come back to that place again?
Yes, that's an interesting question. And it's funny because we talk a lot about the world of physical activity and we bring physical activity to the entertainment world. And yet the answer to your question now here is that we do it through technology. Because gamification technology actually now allows us to introduce new games every time you visit. So you can do one set of games that are edutainment games with using an RFID bracelet that makes you check in on different points of the attraction. And on these different points, you see an element of education. You hear a part of knowledge that the attraction can be built to deliver. And the next time you visit, we can set the gamification trip tour. We can set it to deliver a different topic or a different set of knowledge. So it's interesting, but technology helps us here to add value to the physical activity as well.
Yes, thank you so much for your interesting question answer, and we are look forward to see all the active entertainment in not only in Vietnam, all over the world as well. Thank you so much, Ms. Sophia, for your presentations. Yes.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.